Susan and your cat, and today I'll be reading Wings of Fire. It's book 6, Moon Rising. You can follow along with the book if you want, but I'm gonna read the back. Peace has come to Perea for now. The war between the tribes is finally over, and now the dragoness of the prophecy has a plan for lasting peace. Jade Mountain Academy is the school that will gather dragons from all tribes to teach them to live together, perhaps even as friends. Moonwatcher isn't sure how she feels about the school. However, hidden in the rainforest most of her life, the young Nightwing has an awful secret. She can remind and even see the future. Living in a cave of dozens of other dragons is noisy, exhausting, and dangerous. In just a few days, Moon finds herself overwhelmed by her secret powers and bombarded by strange thoughts, including those a mysterious dragon who might be a terrible enemy. And when someone starts attacking dragons in Jade Mountain Academy, Moon has a choice to make. Stay hidden and safe, or risk everything to save her new friends. Okay, if you don't know all the series, there is different kinds of dragon. There are smooth wings, sand wings, sky wings, and sea wings. Rain wings and ice wings and night wings. They all are different kinds of dragons and don't get mixed up. Some dragons are from different tribes and can turn into other colors. But the main character is Moon in this book 1, in this book 6. So there are 3 prophecies. But I did not read the first prophecy and I skipped to the second prophecy. It's called Jade Mountain Prophecy. Okay, and what happened 4 years ago before Jade Mountain was happened? The volcano was restless, and so were the dragons in the Nightwing Fortress. Secret Keeper kept the mountain rumble under her talons as she hurried through the stone walls. There were too many dragons away, too many witnesses who might wonder where she was going in the middle of night. She kept her head down, but she felt curious sliding under her scales. How many of them knew that tonight should have been? Did anyone remember? She did not need to count days to know. Her bone ached knowing. It was like a voice in her head screaming, "Tonight! It's hatching! Hurry! Don't get caught! Hurry!" Because if it happened when she wasn't there, she imagined hungry panthers prowling the undergrowth, dangerous crocodiles with gleaming teeth, or unpredictable pierce-eater dragon who might do anything with a mysterious abandoned egg. She couldn't run, not with other Nightwings still awake watching her. But tonight, of all nights, usually everyone in the tribe slept like sloths from dusk to dawn. Just before she reached the lake, she passed Mastermind and Farsight. Mastermind gave her a hard stare. He knows, she thought with a stab of panic. But it was Farsight who stopped and spoke to her. "Oh, Secret Keeper, poor dear," she said, folding her wings. Secret Keeper whined. Her name never sounded more appropriate. Sometimes she wondered if her name had made her this way. She was unconsciously trying to live up with the biggest and most unforgivable Nightwing secret secret a nightwing could have. The egg you lost was due to hatch tonight, wasn't it? Are you alright? Do you want someone to sit with you? No. She curled her claws. I'm dying. I'm just going to get the milk. Do you want company? Behind her, Mastermind frowned angrily. I know it's not the same, but when Mother took my egg, Secret Keeper could only think one way have to stop her. It was harsh, but she had to, because she had to go right now. It's not the same at all, she snapped, shooting a burst of flame out of her nose. You have two surviving dragons, and one of them is out of continent, being pulled around and overfed and worshipped by talents of peace. So don't try to act like you understand me. Fierce sight recalled, as if Secret Keeper had bitten her. Mastermind looked startled, perhaps a bit impressed, maybe a little suspicious. Secret Keeper whirled up the corridor before either of them could say anything else. I'll apologize tomorrow. She will forgive me. Fierce Farsight is like that. She took a running leap off the ledge and soared down towards the black sand beach. Behind her, the volcano rumbled again. The dark clouds overhead glowed with the almost red light. The air was heavy, suffocating, smelling of death and rotten eggs and burning rocks. Secret Keepers swooped low over the red gold lava river, the brightest spot on the island, then burrowed toward the cave. Only one guard tonight. No one really believed any rainforest dragons could find your secret tunnel. The guards were often asleep when she came, and Secret Keeper had frequently be able to sneak past without waking them. But tonight, Prey Hunter was sitting out the ledge overlooking the beach, watching the volcano and fidgeting nervously. Do you think it will be tonight? He asked her as she landed beside him. It took her a frightening, discernment moment to realize he hasn't guessed her secret. He probably won't remember what. She was only one of many dragons who had in the last few years after all. He was talking about the volcano. No, Secret Keeper said, looking back. The hawk shape loomed over. It can't be. Mastermind said we have more time before it erupts. Prey Hunter snorted. Right, I remember why I would trust him any minute now. She knew that he meant if Mastermind was wrong, why? Well, if Mastermind was wrong, well, that was why she'd made her choice, wasn't it? The whole reason for her dangerous secret. Where are you going at this hour? Prey Hunter asked, eyeing her down. Shouldn't you have backup for night hunting? I'll be alright. I just can't sleep. I thought maybe if I brought back a sloth or a boar for greatness to give to the queen. Prey Hunter nodded shyly. Keeping the queen happy. Always a good idea. Right. See you soon then. The Secret Keeper edged past her heart pounding. She bolted through the cave and into the tunnel that led to the rainforest. Hurry, hurry! It's happening now. You have to be there. She fell through the clearest, most brightly lit night she ever seen in the rainforest. The worst luck. She hoped no rain went out for moonlight stroll tonight, even though the thick company and the treetops overhead. She could see that two of the 3 moons are full, just like the night I left her here. Secret Keeper stopped. Her heart seemed to be doing something painful. Aria loops in her chest. Suddenly, she just knew. She was certain it would be a female. She flew to the trees, following the small sign she left to herself. There wasn't time to travel quietly, cautiously. If a raven heard and followed her, wow, It wouldn't be a good night for that rainwing, plunging down toward the fallen tree. The artful pile of leaves, the curving first. Finally, she was there. Finally, her egg was gone. Secret Keeper scrambled frequently in the dark hollow. It couldn't be gone. One black egg in the darkest hiding place in this gigantic rainforest. Who would have found it? Where did it take it? I should have kept her with me. I shouldn't have lied to my tribe. I only wanted to protect her from the island, from the smoke, the smell, and the rules and the misery, and from the constant fear that Earth will swallow us in fire at any time. And now she's gone. This is my punishment for deceiving everyone. She whirled around, hissing. Her eyes caught on something. Not far away, there was a clearing where moons broke through the tree, illuminated the forest floor. In the center of moonbeams was her egg. At least it has to be her egg. It wasn't black anymore. The last time she'd been able to sneak out and check on it was 3 days ago. It has been animated back like every nightwing egg. It was an eerie silver color. It was polished and glimmering as if a full moon has fallen around us from the sky. Secret Keeper approached it wearily. What is this trick? Someone watching, waiting to catch her? Mastermind? Greatness? Or was there something wrong with her egg? 5 starburst-shaped cracks already marked the smooth curves of the silver shell. Secret Keeper circled it, inhaling the scent of it. How did it roll over there? Why did it change color? There was no clue in the mossy hollow where now the egg lay. Back in the moonlight, the egg rocked. Suddenly, a long crack splintered across the top of it. Secret Keeper felt a burst of panic. She was supposed to help it somehow. Could she crack the shell herself or try to keep the egg warm? She'd never seen a hatchling before. There were so few hatchlings in the Nightwing Island, and hardly anyone was allowed to attend them for fear of commemorating the precious new dragonets. If she hadn't lied to anyone about having the stomach cramps during the hunt in the rainforest, about the egg coming out cracked, about the bearing pieces alone, if she had her egg on the island, then she would probably have gotten to see hatching in the last year. There have been only one, a dragon called Mighty Claws, an expectant dragonet who had been welcome to see how the hatching worked, but not the dragon who lost an egg. There were several dragons on the island whose egg has cracked before they hatch. It's considered a kindness to help them part from healthy eggs and dragonets, so Secret Keeper had no idea what to do. She never heard an egg turning silver. What had she done? Something wrong when she laid the egg all alone? And she hidden it in a place that is bad for it? Maybe she was supposed to be turning it every night or something like that. Maybe she already ruined the dragonet's life before it even hatched. How could it happen? What if her dragonet was broken? After all the lying and worrying, she wasn't sure she could survive it. There's something wrong. I will love her anyway, she thought fiercely, hoping it was true. Secret Keeper brushed away the tears, trying to focus. No matter what, there's a living dragonet in that egg trying to get out. She crouched the egg and gently wrapped her talons around the eggshell. The shell instantly splintered into thousands pieces, showering on the ground like glittering stars. Sitting in between Secret Keeper's block Blinking was a tiny black dragon. Oh! Secret Keeper grasped the dragon and looked up, up at her mother's head and wings towering over her. She squeaked once softly, and then stood up and shook herself, unfurling her own small wings. Secret Keeper stared at her in awe. She was perfect in every way. Her scales gleamed through as though they'd been polished. Her claws were miniature curved crescents. Her tail was the most perfect tail Secret Keeper had ever seen before. She already looked healthier than every Nightwing Secret Keeper knew. That was enough. That is exactly why Secret Keeper has risked so much. She wished she could share this moment with the dragon's father, but he couldn't be trusted. He was most certainly tribe and insists she would be raised on the island. If that meant he would never learn how he had a daughter, then too bad. The dragon tilted her head the way to stare up the full moon, their silvery light reflected on her eyes. Secret Keeper realized there was one odd thing about her. The silver scales shone outside the corner of each eye. It's like a teardrop about to fall. Odd, but beautiful. Her small talons reached towards the moon as if she wanted to pull them out of the sky and roll them around. Secret Keeper picked her up, feeling her large and unwieldy with something so small and delicate. She lifted the dragon to see the moon and then brought her close, cuddling her to her chest, and called, "I'm your mother, little one," she whispered. "I'm gonna call you Moonwatcher. You're gonna have the happiest life of any dragon has ever had, and you're gonna live forever and ever. And the volcano will never have you." Moonwatcher squeaked again and leaned her into her mother's womb. Secret Keeper let go of the worry and the guilt. She stopped thinking about what happened or was going to happen. She was right there and needed to be. A long, quiet time passed, and then, "Secret Keeper!" a voice bowed from the treetops. Secret Keeper jolted awake. Her dragon was curled in the curve of her wings, sleeping soundly. They were both brightly lit moons and sunflower. "Prey hunter!" she thought. "Idiot! What if the Ringwings heard that?" Then she heavily awake and then realized what would happen if she found her like this with a secret Nightwing dragon. Moonwatcher would be taken straight to the island, and Secret Keeper would be punished for lying about her. She wasn't sure how, but she knew anything that involved being separated from Moonwatcher would be unbearable. "Moonwatcher," she whispered arrogantly. The dragon opened sleepy eyes. "We have to hide you." "Urk? Come here," her daughter answered. "Come here." The Secret Keeper scooped her up and hurried back into the darker shadows of the rainforest. Moonwatcher squeaked sadly and reached for the moonlight again. "No, you can't go out there. You have to stay hidden. Do you understand? You must not let any dragon find you except Mommy." Secret Keeper crouched beside her, hollow. The fallen log with thick ferns created a hidden space. She tucked Moonwatcher in the shadows and started pulling footage over her to corral her. "Look," Moonwatcher asked. She reached out and caught one of her mother's claws at her small front talons. "Urk, No, I can't stay. I'm sorry. I'll be safe. You'll be safer if I go. A terrifying image flashed through her head. The Nightwing hunters finding Moonwatcher by accident, or the Rainwing stumbling on her and taking her back to their own village. She couldn't. She mustn't be seen by other dragons. What had Secret Keeper be thinking? Hiding an egg was one thing. Hiding a dragon who could move and squeak and cough her help was quite another. How could Moonwatcher possibly understand something like this? I'll be back as soon as I can. Secret Keeper promised. Please, please don't leave this spot until I come. Alright. She realized Moonwatcher was staring intently at her eyes, almost if she was reading the images flashing through her mother's mind. Was it possible? Is it possible? The scrolls say Nightwing once had the reading powers, but I thought that was just a lie to tell the rest of the tribe so they'll fear us. If that was actually true, it wasn't been for the last several generations. Still, there was something about the way Moonwatcher was looking at her. Not quite knowing what she was doing, the Secret Keeper put her front talons daintily on either side of the Moonwatcher's head and whispered, "Stay secret, stay hidden, stay safe." As though she thought as hard as she could about the dangers of rainforest and especially the dangers of other dragons. She pictured Moonwatcher curling in the forms, not moving until her mother returned. Moonwatcher blinked and nodded slowly. She backed and held distractedly. "Secret Keeper!" Prey Hunter shouted again. She sounded chilling close. "See you soon, little one," Secret Keeper whispered. Her claws wanted to clutch the earth and stay right here with her dragnet and never leave. It was harder than anything she ever had to do, but she made herself turn and fly off into the trees. She held the tears came. The tears came. Then she let them. Perhaps if he saw her crying, Prey Hunter would be too embarrassed to grow her that she's been gone. For so long, and why she was coming back with no prey. Her wing beats faded into darkness, replaced by the chirping of crickets, of the scurrying lizards with the stranger, most unbearable voices in the rainforest night. Somewhere, not too far away, a Raga roared. Several moments passed. "Urk," said a small voice from the horn hollow. Nobody answered her. "Urk," she said softly. She was alone, and the shadows firmly wrapped around her. No company except the frightening pictures her mother had left trailing through her mind. 2 hours old, and all she knew far was the world was dangerous, terrifying place without her mother. "Urk," Moonwatcher tried again. Rainforest noise, a small drip, 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 drop of rainforest starting to fall. A long pause, and then Burial whispered, "Mommy?" And that's 4 years ago from the Jade Mountain Academy, and it's pretty long, and I hope you guys enjoyed. The next video I'm gonna make is about chapter 1. Okay, it's actually part 1, but basically the same.